from the backyard. What's going on, guys? Gotta chill out a little bit, relax out back. It's really warm out, so I figured, you know what? Let's do a live stream from the back. Let's see what everybody's up to. I gotta try to rotate this though, so you're gonna have to bear with me here, guys. Ooh, I'm upside down. No, that didn't work. Didn't work. Anyway, all right. So, just gonna have to make do with this. Let's wait for some people to come in here and get the chat going. So we'll be patient. We'll wait it out. No announcement that we were going live, so just gonna talk about what we foresee with Bitcoin. Right? Let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. All right, we'll wait for the chat to fill up a little bit. Give you guys a few minutes before I start talking smack. Talking smack. Restful Mind, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Good, sir. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. You know, like I said, it's really, really nice out right now. I mean, for it being the middle of November, this is insanely gorgeous outside. So I figured, you know what? I want to go sit out back. I mean, the hip's still dislocated, can't really get around much. So I figured I want to go enjoy the weather. And I figured, hey, let's live stream while we're at it. Let's chat. Let's talk some crypto while I'm relaxing outside, right? I know that everybody's having a bit of a hard time today. Well, I shouldn't say that. Some people are. I'm really, really proud of the Patreon community right now because I'm seeing, some people are a little wishy-washy, a little emotional, but nothing extreme, right? Nothing too crazy. So I'm really proud of everybody in the community for kind of, you know, adopting the strong mindset and just figuring, DCAing or coming up with a revised strategy on what the plan is in terms of, you know, what's going on with this market right now, right? Um, Hope the hip's feeling better fast. Uh, Enjoy the weather here in Vancouver. Rain Cougar? Is it Cougar? Is that what you said? I have not been to Vancouver in a long time, man. It's been a while. I actually used to live on Victoria Island, believe it or not, for about 2.5 years. So I get it, man. I get it with the rain out there in the west. But so, yeah, this crypto market, guys. This crypto market. Do I think that Bitcoin has further down to go? Do I think we've bottomed? What do you think I'm going to say? No, I don't think we've bottomed. I think we do have a little bit lower to go. I do think we're going to at least fill that 91 to 92K CME gap. And I know that it seems doom and gloom right now, guys. I know that everybody's screaming for a bear market. The general sentiment is completely in the trash. It's like 15. The needle might have fallen below zero at this point, to be honest with you. But guys, I've been around in crypto for over a decade. I've been around just way too long for me to feel like this cycle has topped, right? I'm not saying it's not possible. I often tell you guys you should never rule anything out when it comes to crypto, right? You should never rule anything out 100%. Anything is really possible, but the likelihood for me, again, just and I know, guys, I know that it might not even make sense to you when you hear me say it, but I don't think we've topped, right? Now that's not saying that I don't think it's not possible, if that makes sense, if you follow me on that, that we could see a couple of months of, a correction, a level of consolidation, and then more sideways action for a few months, as far as 6 months, even 12 months. Let's say that happened. Now again, I'm not saying I think that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying, these things are possible and you should keep your mind open to them. So even if we did go down and go sideways for 6 months or so, let's just say 6 months for an arbitrary number, I still don't think we've topped. I still think we're going to come back up, and we're going to hit that all-time high. We're going to hit an altcoin season. I've been around too long for me to believe otherwise. Really, right? We've had no peak euphoria, absolutely none, zero peak euphoria in the markets, right? Um, None of the topping indicators have gone off. Even the RSI on the monthly time frame for Bitcoin, even that has not really even got into overbought, right? Like nothing, no indicators have gone off saying that we've topped. So I don't know. It's just I don't feel like we have, to be honest with you. I'm open to the idea that we might have, but I think the odds are slim. I think that the market is convincing everybody right now that we have topped, and that a lot of people are going to get caught off guard. Might not be next week. It might be 4 months, a month, 6 weeks, 6 months from now. But people are going to get caught off guard with the market. Reaper says the fear and greed is between 20 on some platforms, 15 to 16, but 22 on others. Yeah, it's weird. It's bouncing all over the place in terms, depending on which fear and greed index you're reading. But if we really, I mean, you can really gauge the fear and greed index if you really have your finger on the pulse of the market, right? And right now, let's be honest. the, if you've got your finger on the pulse of the crypto market right now, the fear and greed index has smashed through the floor to the basement, and then through the basement floor to the core of the earth, right? Right? People feel horrible about this cycle right now. Horrible, guys. Right? There's no doubt in my mind we are way lower than a 15 on the fear and greed. Beeb says, historically, have we ever closed below the 50-week moving average but rebounded to new highs? Yes, we did once during COVID-19. We did one time, right? Um, Now, some would argue that that was extenuating circumstances, and I would agree with that. But some would also argue that what we're dealing with right now is also extenuating circumstances, right? Um, we've got so much stuff happening. I mean, so many people have said this time is different, right? Well, let's explore that for a minute. Government shutdown. Okay, yeah. Even Powell himself said that he would have started cutting. He feels like they should have started cutting rates back in June if the jobs numbers that they got back then were accurate. The jobs numbers, as you guys recall, had to be altered or corrected, and it was a dramatic shift. A dramatic shift. I think it was like what, in total, for two different corrections in 2 months. I think they had to like cut two million jobs or something like that, right? So he said, based on that information, they probably would have started cutting rates back in June, which in theory, so they really, when did they start cutting rates? September, for argument's sake, might have been September. So June, July, August. So they would have started cutting rates 3 to 4 months sooner than they did, right? Not to mention the fact that they haven't even officially announced the end of quantitative tightening yet. They said they were planning on stopping, putting an end to quantitative tightening the beginning of December, I want to say, which probably will lead us to no rate cut in December. They haven't even started money printing yet. Like, I don't know. It's just I mean, you could argue that there's extenuating circumstances that pushed this bull run back. I don't know, 6 8 months. You could argue that, right, into next year. Now, I've always been opposed to that idea for the most part. But I mean, clearly, that's what's happening. So, um, what do we got in the chat here? No new liquidity, same money rotating over and over. For now, yeah, for now. But look what happened with gold. As soon as they were ready to start dumping gold, what did they do? They started shilling it on the news, on TV, on the internet, and people were lined up around the corner at bullion stores to buy gold and silver, right? They'll do the same thing with crypto when they're ready to dump. And what did they do? Right at the top, everyone was out there buying. And what did they do? They dumped on retail, right? Classic pump and dump. Jacob, what's up, man? Ally says, bro, is it over? Nope, not yet. I'm not willing to concede that, my friend. Reaper says, I don't use any big moves. I don't see any big moves personally until December. Could be February, honestly. Reaper could be as long as February, right? And really, that wouldn't bother me. I would just keep increasing my bags, right? It feels like a bear trap. Yeah, could be. Could very well be. You could be right there. You know, convincing enough people. Like, the have you seen the shorts piled up on the not just on the not just on the daily, the weekly, but the monthly as well. There's like no longs, guys, for leverage, right? There's like no longs. Sorry about the airplane flying overhead, but the shorts are just piled up to a monumental level. I think that if we shot back up to like 115, I think I think I was looking at this morning, like $19 billion in shorts would get liquidated, right? So you might be right. You might be right about a bear trap. Love you, long time. 16 billion in shorts, I think. Yeah, see, and compared to the longs, it's like there's like no longs, right? Like not even like I think maybe $1 billion, maybe. So, like not much at all. So, yeah, there is a lot to you could point to and say that we haven't topped for sure. Like I said, the shorts piling up, the RSI on the monthly time frame for Bitcoin, I think the highest it got was like 70. Longs is around 1.4 billion. Yeah, yeah, it's like nothing compared to the shorts. Where's the low if it breaks 91? Uh, I think it's like 78 to 80. I think somewhere around there. I don't have the chart in front of me right now. It's something like that, right? And let me tell you, if that happened, me personally, obviously not financial advice, but me personally, if that happened, I would be backing the truck up. I would be 100%. So, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel nothing has felt very toppy, right? Honestly, I think the big part of the ETFs and the coming of the ISO Live, yeah, we got that coming too. There's too much good news out there right now, right? Um, we're seeing adoption, we're seeing legislation, we're seeing, um, I don't know, I'm having a brain fart. We're seeing so much bullishness in terms of adoption when it comes to crypto treasury companies, like, and there was like this misinformation going around about strategy selling Bitcoin today. That's not true. That didn't happen, guys, just so you know. They just moved Bitcoin from one wallet to another. They never sold any. So that's just reallocation and diversification. That's all that is. They never sold anything. So that was misinformation going around as well. A big part is the ETFs. Yeah. Yeah. ISOs. Yeah, you got your ISO 200.22. I don't know. Nothing has felt toppy. Beebs, Rob, where do you draw the line in the sand? Multiple closes below the 50 week? Well, I mean, yes and no, because like back at C19, we saw, I think it was like 10 weeks. It closed below the 50 and then shot back up over it and went to new all-time highs. So So yes and no, Beeps. Yes and no. Already sold the truck. Can't back the truck up. I don't got no truck. She gone. She gone. Yes, the Clarity Act. Exactly, right? The government reopening. Oh, so much. Reaper says, like, look at how much is going on with Zebek. Yes, exactly, exactly. A lot of companies like that are making moves right now that they usually, will announce this stuff when they know things are about to get juicy. Plus, other stuff too, guys. Blad, what's going on? Tether. Tether just bought like how much Bitcoin? Do you think that a company like Tether that has been in the market this long and knows the intricacies of the market would spend all that money buying more Bitcoin? I think they bought like almost 1,000 Bitcoin, right? Why would they do that if they were not convinced we were going higher? Wouldn't they just hold on to that money and buy 3 or 4 times more Bitcoin when it bottomed, right? You're absolutely right about the fear and greed, both stocks and crypto. Yes, exactly. Stocks as well. It's not just crypto. Exactly. Stocks as well. Taking a hit, man. Taking a hit. Isaac, what's up, buddy? My thoughts are going to hold. What? My thoughts are going to hold until my price targets, even if I ride it. Exactly. Exactly. Honestly, Zebek has held up great. Yes, it has, Beebs. Yes, it has, and that's not surprising, right? That's not really surprising. I mean, it's Zebek after all, right? Isaac says I have 3 other videos to watch from today. Got to get caught up. Yeah, yeah. I'm putting out a lot of content today, brother. I've done a lot over on the Patreon today too. I dropped 3 new trades over on the Patreon today, so definitely gonna want to get in on those guys. On days like today, when everything's red and you want to make some powder, you got to get in on these trades, guys. Zebek even now holding very well. I don't see it below 2 zeros. Yeah, exactly, exactly. 2 zeros 305. But even if it did, you know what? Again, I would just back the truck up on a project like Zebek. Are you kidding me right now? I would stock up on that bad boy. I would stock up on that bad boy. That's for sure. I like these backyard lives, guys. I do. This is a little bit better than just doing the pre-recorded videos because we can chat, right? Top it up and move then. Yeah, exactly, exactly, right. And like I've got my eye on some projects, guys. Don't get me wrong. Listen, for me personally, if and this is just opinion, but let's for argument's sake, okay, let's just play hypothetical that we go down and we spend the next 6 to 8 months in a bit of a bear market, let's say, right? A bear trend, whatever you want to call it. What I'm doing at that point, guys, I'm watching all those major blue chips. I'm watching your XRPs. I'm watching your chain links, right? I'm watching your Ondos, your AVAX, even your Ethereums, right? And your Bitcoins. That's where you can really take the opportunity to uh, build out your portfolio at great prices with blue chips to build a solid foundation underneath what you already hold, right? So it would be a phenomenal opportunity. But again, that's just opinion, right? William, do you honestly think we will be going into a bear market? I've noticed XCN and others have been moving up and down with Bitcoin. I think, William, that it's possible, but I don't think I'm leaning towards no. I'm leaning towards no. Could we go down a little bit and go sideways and be really boring and kind of like depressing and stuff like that for at least like 6 months? That's possible, yeah. But I don't think we're going to go into a full-fledged bear market though. Like I don't think we're going to see Bitcoin drop 70, 80%, alts drop 99%. I don't think we're going to do that, right? So, it's almost like they wanted to get these things in sync. Yes. Alts normally drive even harder, guys, when BTC drops. But alts aren't that speak. Yeah, that speaks volumes. Exactly. Alts are not. Yeah, you notice. Alts are down, but they're not taking as big of a hit. Reaper's got a good point, right? Usually, when Bitcoin takes a hit like it has over the last 4 days, Alts usually crash like 40, 50%, 60. We saw it back on the 10th, right? Remember that? The 10th of October, that was a nightmare. Everything dropped like 60, 70%, right? They're not doing that this time. You notice that? So, absolutely. Amon, what's up, buddy? First backyard live. Yes. I kind of like this better. The weather's nice, so I figured, hey, let's go, right? Let's do a live in the backyard. I feel like they're just trying to shake. Yes, shaking out the weak hands. Yes, absolutely. Is this manipulation or bear? I think it's more manipulation than anything else, to be honest with you. Edgar says he's not worried. I don't blame you. Me neither, man. I'm not shook. I mean, look, I'm sitting outside, relaxing, chilling like a villain, man. Blas says, boss, I'm strong, but I need my altsies. It's coming. It's coming. Why is there so much manipulation? Because it's easy. Because it's easy, right? Something tells me we're gonna fly anytime. Yeah, I was reading some stuff from one of my favorite YouTubers, Colin Talks Crypto, and he thinks in the next 2 days we're gonna go on a big move to the upside. That would be crazy if we did. I didn't know. Imagine that. Just step back from any bias you might have and imagine that for a moment, right? Imagine the sentiment being what it is. Everyone convinced we're going so much lower, and then all of a sudden Bitcoin just pulls off like a massive short squeeze, shoots back up over the 50 week before the weekly close, shoots back up and fills the CME gap between 104 and 110. Just completely blows everybody's mind, right? It's happened before, it'll happen again, guys. This isn't the real dip. This is a dip for ants, as my little buddy Otaku would say. What is this? A dip for ants? Oh man. In your opinion, do you think this is to get people out? Partly yes, but I also just think that it's normal. I think it's normal, guys. You have to remember. I pointed out this morning in the live stream that um, Bitcoin fell in from April till July of 2021 cycle. It was like 50, what did I say? It was like 50, 53, 54% over the course of 3 months. Could you imagine that? This dip's only like 16%, I think it was from the top, right? 16%. Imagine dropping like 53, 54%. How would the sentiment in the market be right now? Complete devastation, scorched earth, panic selling. Holy smokes, man. So yeah, I don't think this is anywhere near that bad, right? If we and then the funny thing is immediately after that, what happened? Bitcoin and the altcoins went parabolic and put in brand new all-time highs across the board, right? So, little food for thought, guys. Little food for thought. Imagine how like and this is all just hypothetical, but imagine how mad you would be if you sold now and then in March everything goes parabolic. Holy smokes, would you be just PO'd, right? Am I right? You'd be furious, right? Because you waited so long and then you sold and then it goes parabolic in like March. Holy smokes, would I be? I would lose I'd lose my mind. Galaxy Shooter, Trump is too involved in crypto. I agree. I agree with that, Galaxy Shooter. It's really irritating. I think that there is a degree of manipulation in the markets from him and his people as well, because he's making money hand over fist in crypto, just with these market fluctuations, right? And I do think it has to stop. Like every single time he's about to come out and make an announcement like 100% tariff on China, some whale wallet out there puts in a 100x short on Bitcoin, and then he goes out and makes an announcement 3 hours later, and that whale makes massive amounts of money. You think he's not connected to that, right? That's infuriating, guys. So I agree, Galaxy Shooter. I agree. There has to be a degree of separation, and I guess I'm starting to think that maybe people in the positions like the presidency should not be allowed to be involved in investing in crypto at this point. It's just clearly, right? He's making money hand over fist while everybody else's portfolios is just getting devastated, right? Getting dry humped out here. We're getting dry humped out here, man. um, I sold out, then bought back in. There you go. I'm 8K down. That's not too bad. 8K down's not too bad. That can be made back up in an hour, right? Crypto has been in trouble since he took office. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. You know me. I have your. I hope your hip is doing better. It's a little better today, but you know. I'm on. Big money is scooping up, I guess, as much as they can. Yes, exactly. Jesse and James couldn't agree more with your take, Rob, with the POTUS being involved. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on the current status, guys. I'm proud of the community. Everyone's holding strong. Everyone's doing good, and yeah, figured if you guys let me know if you guys like the backyard live streams. What do we got here? William says, honestly, you're the only person on YouTube I trust. I want to go back to the. I want to go back over to the Patreon. So go back. Come on back over to the Patreon, then, brother. Come on back over. We need a bounce from here, says Mr. C. Yeah. So let me know, guys, if you like the backyard live streams. But I don't know. There's been zero super chats in this live stream, so I'm not so sure you guys like the backyard live streams that much. What should I invest in today with 1K? Honestly, what I would be doing, I cannot give you financial advice, but for me personally, I would just be sitting on dry powder right now until we have confirmation of a bottom, right? We need some sort of bottom confirmation, and then I would start to deploy my capital. That's just that's what I would do, right? XRP, love XRP, love XRP. Hell, 8 years holding XRP. No computer, no cozy chair. This is nice. There you go. I like the stream. It's chill. Keep them up. Yes, absolutely. Are we still in a crypto capital? Pretty insane. JP Morgan called 94K the bottom and 170 for the high, and it touched exactly 94. Well, maybe we're going to 170 next, right? Prices will go down, but not forever. America's, yes, exactly. Beebs, Rob, I was listening to Crypto Archie today, and he believes 126K may have been the, yeah, I was watching him too. I know he thinks that. I know that, yeah, I was watching him. Only watch you and Caesar. A lot of people giving him, yeah, Caesar's getting abused in the comment section right now. But you know what? He's got a thick skin, man. That's my dude right there. He can take it, right? He can't be shook by no negative Nancy's. So, yeah, he's got it locked down. So, all right, guys. Well, listen, I'm gonna go eat some dinner, and yeah, we'll do some more of these backyard live streams, and I'll probably be live at 8 o'clock tonight, 8 p.m. Central. That is about 2 hours and 40 minutes from now. So I'll see you guys in about 2 hours and 40 minutes, 2.5 hours, live from my desk though. So, all right, guys, click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Get over to the Patreon, guys. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.